If you have too much clutter in your life, I'm going to give you 4 magic words that will help you clear the clutter quickly. Stuff naturally piles up and becomes messy if we don't stay on top of it. It could happen at the office, it could happen in your garage, in your basement, in the kitchen, dishes piling up in the sink. Clutter is almost a natural result if we're not careful. When our life gets cluttered physically, our life also tends to get cluttered mentally. Our outward environment affects our inward environment and vice versa. When we have too much clutter, it's difficult to find things we need. And looking for lost things is one of the biggest time wasters that people have. When things are cluttered, it's also more difficult to stay focused and clear on task. We end up bouncing from one thing to another. Oh man, I was gonna do this, but then I noticed this is out of whack, so I need to go stop and fix this, or I lost this, where did it go? I can't get back to finding it. On the flip side, when we have a clean, beautiful, organized environment, it really helps us stay focused, it helps us stay present, helps us stay joyful. It gives us that clarity of mind. So I'm gonna give you 4 magic words that will help you clear the clutter quickly. The words are throw, give, save, and use. Throw, give, save, and use. Here's how this works. One of the best things that you can do first is to get 4 bins or 4 large bags and label them. This bin is trash, this bin is giveaway, this bin is save, this bin is use. Now, it's pretty obvious where these things are going, but let me explain some of the nuances. Trash is stuff that we're just gonna throw away. It's not usable, it doesn't have a shelf life for anybody else, so we're just gonna throw it away. Or recycle it if that's the case. Giveaway is stuff that we can give as gifts or just donate to a charity and it will be useful for somebody else. There's a lot of things that we no longer need or use that somebody else could really benefit from. So the give pile is incredibly helpful. It creates less waste. The save pile or the save bin are things that we want to keep. We will possibly use them later, or maybe they're keepsakes and they're special to us. We're not ready to release them, but we don't really use them that often. This is one of the bins that tends to really clutter our lives the most. So we're gonna put it in a save. I'm gonna archive this, and then the use bin is things that we do access on a regular basis that we need to have handy. We don't want to be climbing up in an attic every time we need to use this specific item. Then, once you have these bins set out, just go into a specific room, mark off one room or even a section of a room if it's really cluttered, and just start filing things into the right bin. Pick up one item, make the decision quickly, boom, that's trash. Give away, give away, give away. I want to save this. If your emotional tug starts saying, don't throw that away, I really want to save it, it's okay, just save it, put it in the save bin. You don't have to wrestle with long emotional decisions when you have these 4 bins out, and that saves an incredible amount of time. When we start sorting things to clean out a room, but we don't have these bins set up, it's almost like we could spend an hour just shuffling things around and nothing actually gets done. So when we have the item, we make quick decisions, trash, boom, boom, boom. And even if it's the wrong decision, well, we can err on being conservative. If I don't want to throw it away, I might just put it in the save bin. Or if I think I use it more often than I do, I'll put it in the use bin. I could always move it later. Fast decisions is the key. And then when those bins fill up, or when we finish that section of the room, we take the trash bin and we go throw it away, or we drop it off at a dumpster or recycling center. We take the give bin and we drop it off. You could do it the very same day so that clutter is not even there. You just drop it off at the donation center. You take the save bin and you put it in the attic in a storage space or throw it in the basement. And then the use bin, we'll talk about in another video about how to organize things that are incredibly useful and have a flow to them so that it can stay neat but stay close. There are some really important tips that I want to share with you about how to do that on a daily basis. Start with those 4 bins, make quick decisions with every item, and then move those bins to their location and you will clear the clutter faster than you can imagine.